Is there a fear from those in power that if we're all too creative, that we might do stuff for ourselves and live fulfilling lives?
In a
I
very,
often wonder, what is their end goal?
well, if you just in a very brief way, because I think we'll go down an odd path. I think that there are
Of
certain
course.
people who believe that the only way that we're going to evolve. So I think there are certain people who actually think that there's an evolution going on. I mean, look at 2001: The Space Odyssey, where in the beginning you have the spaceship is taken over by a computer that basically takes over. And the last bit of the movie actually is more important than the book, because you have the fetus floating past planet Earth, and the last thing the fetus then thinks, "What shall I do next?" It's almost like the evolution has taken place. In the beginning of the film, you have the monolith, and that's when apes evolved to have the more modern thought, and then you have the next period of evolution. So I think there are people who believe that we're going through that phase. I think that those people also believe that there are certain things that we have to do to step through that, even though it's very painful at times. And so that's a bit more how they think. I don't think they're necessarily thinking, I want control, or I want to sit there and look like I'm standing on a plinth, like I'm in a book by Huxley or something like that. I think that they're people who truly believe that they're helping us to evolve, and they don't mind if a few people die. Just as in the past, people have died for evolution. And again, there are certain reasons why perhaps it's less important for them for that, because when it comes to religious purposes, somehow the life of a Palestinian isn't as important as the end goal, which is human evolution. So but it's definitely a funnel that we could go into, but it will move us away from talking about you, Martin.
Well, I guess that talking about me, that's the being a guest on your podcast. This is what I find quite different, actually, because I've always considered from the start of this podcast that this isn't about me. This is the thing that I find with a lot of podcasts that turn me off, is often the host will make it about them. And on this journey, everyone that I speak to, yes, there's an element of me in there. There's an element of my experiences to be able to connect with people, but nowhere in the podcast is it ever about me. It's always them and the subject that we're talking about.
Yeah. It's nice. I do like that, and it feels like a lovely conversation we're having. I feel like we're